and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Talks, where we build community one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Denise Nicolo, and we are here today with Molly from the Fudge Farm on Southside. Now, welcome to the show, Molly. How are you?
Thank you. Great. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to have you with us. So, do you want to share a little bit about yourself today?
My Fudge Farm's owned by my husband and I. We've been in business about 10 years. Our first location was at the Waterfront, and then after that we opened up on East Carson Street, and we're just going strong. So.
Well, that is great to hear, and I'm not surprised that you're going strong. Your products are absolutely gorgeous to look at, but even more delicious to eat. So
thank you.
I just know why you're so busy all the time.
Thank you.
So your first store was at the Waterfront.
Yes.
And then you moved to Southside. How long have you been in Southside?
5 years. And we have some really exciting news this summer. We will be incorporating our food truck menu into the Southside location. Oh. So in addition to having the sweets, we will have our burgers, fries, hot dogs, nachos. So they're big, large portions. Everything's fresh cut fresh.
So this summer, do you have an anticipated start date for that? Because that just sounds yummy and delicious.
Unfortunately, no. With permitting and COVID, everything's fairly backed up. So we don't have an exact date yet.
Okay. Well, we will definitely keep an eye on your website to be able to enter all those additional treats. So if you don't mind, can you share a couple of your favorite treats that you have at your current locations now?
My favorite milkshake is the Fatheads. It's a graham cracker milkshake topped with a pound cake. The sea salt caramel fudge is my favorite fudge, and the warm apple crisp apple is my favorite apple. It's cinnamon and brown sugar, and it's dipped in white chocolate and sits on a bed of graham cracker crust.
Oh my gosh, those sound absolutely amazing. Now, are they your best sellers or good sellers, or what is your best seller overall?
Our best sellers would be our milkshakes, which are the Urban Tap, which is a salted caramel milkshake topped with a brownie, and the OTB, which is a chocolate chip cookie dough milkshake topped with a chocolate chip cookie. The sea salt caramel fudge and the peanut butter fudge are top sellers for the fudge, yes.
Okay, so the names of some of those shakes sound like other restaurants in...
They are. So they're named after all the bars and restaurants on the South Side, even ones that are no longer open, like legendary, the Jaggerbush, and we still have those ones. Those ones will always remain. The Beehive will always remain. So,
well, that's a great throwback to those people that have been in Southside for a while.
Yes.
So, what made you want to name your products after places in Southside?
You know what, people have asked me that before, and I honestly don't even remember. I think we were just trying to think of something unique to do when we were walking up and down East Carson Street, and, East Carson Street is known to be the bar district, so we were like, we don't serve alcohol, we're not a bar, but how can we kind of fit into that whole bar scene? So that's what we came up with.
Okay, now... Other question I have on the creativity, whose idea was it for the swings? Because that is like number one draw, at least for my kids.
Yeah. So again, we were sitting there brainstorming and the space was so big. And I said something like, what about like a jungle gym or something along that lines? And my husband was like, what about swings? And I was like, yeah, swings, that's it. Let's try swings. So he designed it and built that. But now that we've traveled, we've seen swings other places. So I guess we're not as original as we had thought we were.
Oh, well, you're still original here in Southside because I don't know any other place where you can get a delicious milkshake and hang out on a swing.
Exactly.
So how long did it take you to learn how to create these wonderful concoctions?
Oh, well, that's been a learning process. But basically, I'm sorry. This is the store. So we used to use hard scooped ice cream, and it was very, 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 very hard to get a good consistency. When we recently have switched over to soft serve ice cream, much better consistency for the milkshakes. We do have still hard scooped ice cream for cups and cones. The fudge is solely cooked by my husband. He doesn't use thermometers. He eyeballs everything. So it's really, that's an art. No one else has cooked the fudge. He cooks all the fudge and the caramel. And it's his own recipe that he's tweaked over the last 10 years. I used to be in charge of all the chocolate production, but pretty much everyone's trained on that now. So we have a full team of chocolate makers.
Full team. So, does that include like the people at the service counter too, or do you have those chocolatiers in the back?
Nope. Everyone that works there knows how to dip.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. That hopefully alleviates a little bit on you, so you can concentrate on that good stuff elsewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
So what made you and your husband want to get into the dessert business, basically?
So we actually met working at another large fudge company in the city that went bankrupt, and we both lost our jobs. And we were kind of oh, what next? What next? And so we sold everything we had, bought a couple chocolate machines, got licensed out of a spare bedroom in our house, and just started from there. And then we got a small facility, just a small production facility in Munhall, which is then how we found the Waterfront. And then we both always loved East Carson Street, so that was the natural progression, was to open there next. So. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad that you're here on Southside. Now,
yes.
Are you guys local to kind of the Munhall Southside area?
My husband is born and raised in the Hill District, and I was born and raised in Armstrong County, so about an hour north of here. But then I did go to Chatham, so from the time I graduated high school, I've lived in Pittsburgh ever since.
Okay, well, we are glad to have you as a true Pittsburgher now.
Yes, yes.
So in looking at your website, not only does it make me very hungry, but it also makes me excited that I saw that you offer classes and have a facility available for parties. Can you tell us a bit more about those?
So we offer the classes can be booked whenever. The parties, which are everything's at East Carson Street. Waterfront's too small, but you can use the space for 2 hours for free for the parties. We can cater it if you'd like. We do chocolate making classes sometimes, but you can use the space for it is open to the public. That's the only downfall to it. But if you're there early in the day, you pretty much have the space to yourself. So it makes it really nice for company parties, little kid birthday parties. We also do fruit basket making parties. We do chocolate making parties, all different events. We've had art shows there. I mean, the realm of things that we've had there, just anything really you can think of that you need a space for, it works. So.
Oh, great. Now, you also do fundraising, correct?
We do fundraising. In fact, we're in full swing for fundraising season right now. We do a few different options. The one option is you can bring the food truck to your event for a fundraising option. We also have what we call the ice cream social, which people come to the store between a designated date and time, and if they mention your organization, a percentage of the sales go towards you. Or we also have the traditional fundraiser, which is the order form that has our most popular items on it. That's the biggest, or that's probably the most common one, because we offer you a 40%, you keep 40% of all your sales, which is fairly high in the fundraising field. It's typically around 20%, so 40 is up there. So that's probably our most successful fundraisers, but.
Yeah, that 40% is awesome.
Yes.
What a generous give back to the community
Yes.
to work with.
Yeah, so
overall, throughout all of your business, what is your favorite part?
Okay. My favorite part, I just enjoy being with the staff, really. Every summer, I really enjoy, we do a program with Learn and Earn, which is through the Goodwill and Boys and Girls Club, and they bring at-risk youth into the store, and they work with us all summer. And our goal is always to hire them at the end of the summer, and it's really just rewarding to see really how they mature. One youth, he was there maybe 3 years ago. He just called me last week because school's about to end, and he'll be back for his third summer with us. And it's really rewarding to see really the kids mature and like to come to work, and they get their first paycheck and just all that. It's fun. I enjoy that.
Great. So you sound like you'd probably be work mom there, that not only you're teaching them
Yes.
but those other life skills too that make them want to come back and form relationships.
It is. And I think what my husband and I try to continuously get through their heads is like, this is an entry level job. Like, I know you get comfortable here, but you've got to do something, pursue a trade, go further your schooling. You know, we're here to help you get to that next step. So
that is amazing. That shows that you look forward to the future of our community,
yes.
Not only the here and now.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being a part of our community. Is there anything else about the Fudge Farm that you would like to share with us?
No, just stop by and say hi. You'll see me there. I'm there almost 7 days a week, running around like a nut. But yeah, no, stop by. We have really great ice cream, and it's about to be that busy season. So.
Oh yeah, today of all days, of course.
Yes.
It's nice and warm. So your address on Carson Street, you're right about 1600, I believe?
1503. Anytime I tell anyone, I say we're catty corner from Mike and Tony's.
There you go. So go have your lunch and then grab your dessert, right?
Yes.
Okay, and out at the waterfront, you're in the little square, kind of right across from Panera.
Yes.
What are your hours so we can make sure we're checking you out when you're open?
The waterfront is open from 10 to 9 daily. And the Southside is open from 11 to 11 Sunday through Thursday, and Friday we're open until midnight.
Okay, so get your late night snack fix. Right
yes,
there.
Yes.
Well, thank you again so much for being here on Tuesday Talks, where we build community one conversation at a time. Hi. He's going to be the next one making the milkshakes and the apples, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love to see that. So again, thank you for being here on Tuesday Talks, where we build community one conversation at a time. This is Molly from Fudge Farm, where you can find that at the waterfront or down in Southside 7 days a week. Get your super sweet treats right there. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.